Morehead City, one of the coolest places that I've been to in terms of real estate and as far as living. But what are some of the pros and the cons of living in the Morehead City area? Let's get into it. What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to the Living in Jacksonville channel. I'm Avery. I'm with American Home Team at eXp Realty. As much as I love making these videos for you guys, I would love even more to help you with your real estate needs. So that phone number and email address popping up on the screen, I am the guy that responds to all of those calls, texts, and emails. I would love to have a conversation with you regarding moving to Eastern North Carolina. And guys, if you haven't done so already, go ahead, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you're notified every Tuesday and Thursday that I drop a new video pertaining to all things Eastern North Carolina. And without further ado, today we're talking about the pros and cons of living in Morehead City, North Carolina. Alright guys, so moving into it, first things first, we're going to discuss the pros, but you are going to want to stick around to the end to discuss the cons because some of them might be deal breakers for you and you're going to want to pay attention to those. But the first pro that we have here is that it is a very strong community feel. Morehead City has just under 10,000 residents and it's growing by about 1.25% every single year. And the reason it's growing is because of the community feel, right? People love being connected to their neighbors. They love like having space, but also being connected to the neighbor, being able to rely on each other, being able to be friends with each other. And so whether you're traveling for vacation or you're looking to move here, you are going to be greeted by locals and they are going to be friendly. This is one of the most friendly areas that I think I've been to, which makes it super appealing for a lot of people. And it also is why if you have a family with young kids or whatever, this is definitely a great area for them, simply because the school districts and just the tight community presence here in Morehead City. Okay, pro number 2 is the fact that it is a coastal town. So Morehead City is just on the other side of the sound from Atlantic Beach, like I said. So, you know, it overlooks the Atlantic Ocean. And what that means is not only are you able to go and hop on your boat whenever you want, or go swimming or go to the beach whenever you want, but you can enjoy a lot of marine activities such as like fishing, right? Morehead City hosts a seafood festival every single year and it's absolutely phenomenal. It is known for its fishing activity, whether it's a recreational fishing or commercial fishing. You can definitely find opportunities, and that is a massive draw to the Morehead City area. So a lot of the houses in the area as well have docks and boat slips and things of that nature, because if you live in the area and you're not a fan of the water, you probably don't belong here, honestly. So a lot of the houses do benefit from having the water right there, and they have their slips and everything. So, you know, the coastal lifestyle is definitely taken advantage of here in Morehead City. All right, and pro number 3 is the fact that Morehead City is so close to a number of vacation destinations. It's right over the bridge from Atlantic Beach, Indian Beach, Emerald Isle, and across the bridge from Beaufort as well. So a lot of the Outer Banks that, the southern Outer Banks that people like to go to and vacation to, Morehead City has great access to those areas, as well as the Croatan National Forest that a lot of outdoor enthusiasts like take advantage of. And it's a short drive away from Havelock, which houses MCAS Cherry Point, which you can go see some air shows and things of that nature if you're into like military planes and things like that. So you could also go further up the road and go into like Jacksonville and see some of the museums there, or 30-minute drive or so to New Bern if you're looking for a little bit change of pace and to see beautiful New Bern as well. Okay, moving into the con section of this video, one of the biggest cons that, a lot of the locals say about this area, and as I'm out flying the drone and getting some footage for this video, I'm talking to some of the residents and some of the, neighbors and whatnot, and one of the biggest downfalls of this area is the insurance costs. Because it is in a hurricane zone, because hurricane season is from about June through November, and being so coastal, close to the sea and the intercoastal, it is an area where insurance companies are going to hike up the rates because it is kind of dangerous when it's hurricane season. So the risk of a hurricane is substantial here. And so your insurance costs are going to be very, very high compared to a lot of places in North Carolina or a lot of places in the United States. So you're definitely going to want to call your insurance provider and get a budget or get a quote just so that you can budget out your lifestyle, because it is substantially higher than most places in the United States. All right, and con number 2 is the fact that it is a tourist destination. So as I alluded to before, Morehead City only has like 9,900 residents. However, in the summer months, you do have the tourist crowds, people that are vacationing, coming to the beach, so on and so forth. And Morehead City is a pass-through over to a lot of those beach destinations. So the traffic and, everything else that comes along with the tourism, longer wait times at your restaurants, at the bars, at a lot of the local amenities or the stores or the malls, is going to be increased because of the tourism. That means traffic is going to be backed up. Earlier this past week, traffic was backed up beyond the bridge. So, it was basically standstill going onto Atlantic Beach. So one of the negatives with that is you're not going anywhere fast. So if you're in a hurry, or you just don't like crowds of people or things like that, or like you want to have a nice relaxing beach day without being shoulder to shoulder, this might not be the place for you. That might be a deterrent simply because of the tourist activity. But anywhere on the coast, you're probably going to get that. So something to think about, but in my opinion, not too big of a deal, seeing as anywhere coastal, anywhere beach, you are going to get those tourists. All right, and with that, last but not least, with the tourist crowds and the seasonal activity and stuff, there is a seasonal job market, and the job market is very slim here in Morehead City, simply because of a lot of the tourists and whatnot. Tourism is a major industry here. So in the off season, October through, May maybe, people might be laid off. Those part-time employees might need to go and find new jobs, and some of your favorite restaurants or shops might be closed down for the winter time. So that's something to think about. If you're not employed by a big company, or you're not working remote or something of that nature, and you have a job that is seasonal, you are going to be laid off for the winter time, and hopefully you can regain that employment back in the busier months. But something that you're going to want to think about, and something that is a downside to living here, is that there's not a ton of employment opportunities in this area, as far as outside of like the fishing industry and some of like souvenir shops and the tourism industry. There's really not that much. You can go and get some job at the mall, the restaurants, things like that, or at the hospital, but you're not going to be finding some of those bigger corporate jobs in this area. All right, guys, that was the pros and cons of Morehead City. Morehead City is a beautiful place. It's an awesome place as far as, the water life, coastal living goes. but there are some downsides. So I hope you guys got something from this video and you learned something from it. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so that you're notified every Tuesday and Thursday I drop a new video. And it truly, truly helps the channel grow and reach more people just like you that are looking to relocate to Eastern North Carolina. And until the next video, guys, peace. Have a good one. See ya.